About some of the damage we're seeing so far.
WCNC Charlotte's Destiny Richards is live right now. She has a look of the damage in the Sedgefield neighborhood in Charlotte. So Destiny, tell us what you're seeing.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the worst situations when it comes to downed trees. Right now we're on Guilford Road, a neighborhood very close to Freedom Park, where we have a tree that's fallen on a home. This happened around the time those strong winds were first coming through the Charlotte area. We weren't able to speak to the homeowner herself, but she is okay according to a neighbor. Right now we have some family friends of hers that are helping with this tree situation. But yeah, definitely a situation you don't want to see, especially with storms like this. Of course, we were able to talk to that neighbor a little bit more about what he says he saw and heard. Take a listen.
Thought I heard something, but it sounded more like a container. Something may have fallen on one of the big containers around construction sites. That must have been what it was. And sure enough, another neighbor of ours sent us a picture of what happened down there. We just came over to see if we could help out, and unfortunately, there's not a lot we can do at this point, but fortunately, she's fine. The homeowner wasn't here at the time. She's fine. Her dog's fine. So that's great. That's the most we can ask for.
Yeah, definitely a grateful situation when everyone who's involved is okay. And this is getting cleaned up now, but in case you have a similar situation where a tree has fallen in your yard or on a road in your neighborhood, there are two different things you can do, two different situations where you call 911 versus 311. You call 911 if the tree is blocking a roadway, or if you have down power lines, if those down power lines block or start a fire or block a roadway as well. That's when you call 911. However, if you have down tree limbs or a tree that's in a yard, just like this, if you have a tree that has fallen just on the sidewalk or a right of way, that's when you call 311, where local services can take care of that. Also, of course, if someone is injured, that's when you call 911. That would be an emergency. But this is definitely something that you kind of expect when it comes to storms, just because of all of the trees in this neighborhood. I asked Kyle, that neighbor we spoke with, about if you're expecting this kind of thing whenever these storms blow through. He says it's something you really can't prepare for, but he knows that these are very old oak trees in the area, and sometimes this just happens. Of course, a great situation whenever neighbors check on other neighbors, and he was able to find out that she was okay. This rain is still coming down though, so definitely be safe out there. We know Freedom Park, just a few miles away, is closed because of potential flooding, so this rain event is not over. I'll send it back to you guys live here from Sedgefield.
There is a dangerous dynamic we see play out here in Charlotte all too many times. Historic neighborhoods like Sedgefield with huge historic trees, saturated water, and ground in the water, and then winds. And every single time.
That's the combination.
You see it happen, unfortunately. All right, Destiny Richards reporting live for us there in Sedgefield. Destiny, thank you.